Folks, I'm doing kind of a spur-of-the-moment video here because of the smoke in the air coming down from Canada, specifically Quebec. I'm in Norwich, Connecticut. It is June 6th, 2023. I'm going to try to grab some of these visuals of this situation. And I mean, I read about it, but when I went out to get the mail today, I thought, this is a lot more dramatic than I expected. I mean, it was very smoky. You can definitely smell the smoke, the haze. I'm on Clinton Avenue right now. I'm trying to figure out get some wide shots. I mean, if you look out in the distance there, it almost looks like there's gonna be some kind of a thunderstorm or something, but it's actually it's haze from that Canadian, I guess the jet stream, or the weather formations, weather patterns are blowing winds from north to south, and we happen to be right in the throes of it. I think I'm gonna temporarily jump on the highway. I'm gonna get on 395 south, I guess, to grab some, I can get some wider shots. Hopefully there isn't some kind of a traffic jam or anything out there. Right now I'm on Mohegan Street in Norwich. My throat is a little bit, I'm getting a little slightly hoarse, I think, from this smoke. But I do, and the car does have you can circulate air within the vehicle, so I think most cars have that. So that'll filter out some of this smoke. But once we get more of a wide panoramic, I'm not 100% sure how this camera is going to pick it up, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, once we hit like this wide shot right here, you can see in the distance it looks like clouds or whatever, but it's actually smoke from Canada. I mean, this is Connecticut. That's I don't know, several hundred miles. Quebec has got to be, I don't know, 500 miles. I don't know the distance, but it's a considerable drive. It would be a 7.5, 8-hour drive, probably an 8-hour drive from my location right now to where those fires are. So that's some serious travel time and hang time for that smoke. I'll let this gentleman in the Volvo merge onto this 395 south. I'm going to clear my throat a little bit from this this Quebec smoke that's hammering the area right now. I hadn't planned on doing a video today. I've been doing a lot of them lately, but today, just walking out to the mailbox. I mean, I didn't check the mail. Our mail came late today for some reason. But right now it's 5:42 p.m. And I just want to gather, like I said, I want to gather up some of this scenery. Look at that haze way off in the distance there. I mean, normally you could see those trees, but the smoke's engulfing. It's in layers. I mean, I'm driving into a patch right now. I can see in front of me. There's microclimates. So I'm driving into a thick patch of smoke right now. I mean, it's thick to the naked eye. This camera, things are different. It's the exposure. Hopefully you're getting the same kind of, impression that I'm getting. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. I'm going to get off this. Let me think. Where can I get a good view? All right, let's get off here. Exit 11. Off of 395. And to the right we have the Holiday Inn. As we get off this ramp. And you can see some of that haze in front of us. I mean, occasionally I'll see like these little embers coming down. I don't know if hopefully the camera can pick it up. They're really tiny. I wouldn't want to work outside today. I mean, people, I've read if you have asthma, they warn stay indoors. And I can definitely feel it. I mean, I'm lucky I don't have asthma, but if you do, don't go outside if you live in this. Well, I can't say I live in Norwich. I'm sure this is engulfing all of New England and more, I would imagine. Wildfires. Canadian wildfires. I mean, it's hard to tell if it's cloudy. You know, to the naked eye driving around, you could say, oh, well, it's just very overcast. But when I look on the ground in front of me, straight ahead, there's a haze. Almost like a dry fog. And my throat is definitely feeling the effects of this smoke. Right now we're on Salem Turnpike. All right, let me trying to think of some decent views. There's some pretty big hills. If I can catch, let me jump on Surrey Lane over here. Drive cut through this neighborhood real quick. Get over to New London Turnpike. I mean, again, this is spur of the moment, no planning, no. Basically grab the camera, jump in the car, throw it in drive, and record for posterity the smoke, the haze emanating from the beautiful country of Canada. To my left is Three Rivers Community College. I mean, to me, there's this haze that's in front of me gives the naked eye kind of a brown. It's as if you're looking through a pair of brown glasses. There's a brown tinge, a tannish brown tinge to everything. Malherbe's farm back there. Malherbe's ice cream. This guy's golfing out there. What a day to golf. Let's inhale some Canadian smoke and hit the links. But that's the Norwich. We're driving through the heart of the Norwich Golf Course in a minute here. I mean, this guy's putting over there to my right. Maybe you'll be able to see some of that haze as I come down this hill. To the left and to the right is the Norwich Golf Course. Plenty of people golfing. The haze and the smoke's not holding anybody back. As a matter of fact, without the sun, I mean, if it wasn't for the, I don't know if it's toxic, but the irritant, the irritating smoke, visually, from a light standpoint, today would be a really good day and time, and the temperature and everything to golf. No direct overhead sun, nice soft visuals, That's good for golfing. Let's see. Maybe I'll go straight. We'll take a quick look at the casino just to see if there's haze. There is haze, but just to see how that haze is affecting a quick look at not Foxwoods, the Mohegan Sun. Quick look at the Mohegan Sun Casino once this light turns green. I'm at the end of New London Turnpike. I don't know, I'm not at the end of it. I'm currently on New London Turnpike. And once I cross over this road right here, I think I just drive up a little bit, very short distance, and we'll be able to get a look at the main tower at the Mohegan Sun Casino. And then I'll work my way around back into Norwich. So we're on the Mohegan Reservation right now. There's the tower in the distance there, and you can see there is a serious haze going on right now. But I'm not gonna hang around. I'm gonna get up there, take a look, and just get right out of here. All right, let me point this thing over a little bit. It's on the car. When I say point, hopefully I'm picking it up. You can see the haze as clear as day. All right, it's a security car back there. Hopefully I can make it out of here. No, he's turning. All right, we're okay. Sometimes they see this camera on the car, especially at a casino, and they're thinking, exactly what is this guy doing? So we don't have to worry about that. We're out of here. Let's try to catch some more of this haze. Aruga's restaurant used to be back there to my right. They shut down. Now it's Yale New Haven Medical Center. No turn on red, so am I going to turn on red? We got to obey the laws. And this light has a tendency to linger. Look at that. Perfect. All right, there's some more of that haze up in front. Smoke. It's diffuse. It's diffuse smoke that is obstructing people's, lungs. If you have any kind of lung condition, allergies, asthma, emphysema, whatever, any kind of a condition where breathing a very heavy, smoky air would be bad for you. Today is the day to stay inside. Great Oak Pizza on my right. They've been there for decades. Very good food in there. As we cruise slowly up West Thames Street toward the center of this downtown city of Norwich. Norwich Inn and Spa to my left. As we come over the crest of this hill, you can see in the distance where those trees normally, way in the distance, would be crystal clear to the naked eye. Right now, they're basically engulfed in Canadian forest fires, the remnants from the forest fires smoke. Uncas on the Thames to my left. Bunch of car dealerships to my right and left. Very windy right now, by the way. It's exactly 70 degrees. And this guy in front of me is cruising at kind of a low rate of speed, which to me is a benefit. I get to absorb as much material as I can. You know what? I got a spot I can, if I go up on, I think it's Cedar Street, I can overlook the city of Norwich and the harbor. And that's kind of a good long distance view that can highlight some of this Canadian smoke. This would be a real day ruiner for me personally if I had to work outside. I mean, I'm just thinking, 8 hours outside having to breathe forest fire smoke. I mean, it's not intense. I'm sure if you're up in Canada, it's like, brutal. But down here right now, I mean, it's noticeable. I mean, there's no way around it. As we head down West Thames Street into Norwich, I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to work my way up. I'm trying to think. You know what? I'm going to go back up to the top of that well, let's do Cedar Street. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities here. Let's do, you know what? I'm going to I think I might be able to get a decent view right here, maybe. Again, I want to try to get as expansive or wide a view as I can possibly muster here. All right, let me take a look. All right, let's drive down here real quick. You can see the city. That's the, downtown Norwich right there, off in the distance. And there's a haze. That's not fog. That's smoke. Let me turn around down here. Train tracks to my right. I got to be careful. All right, let's just sit there for 1 second. You can see the haze. Whoa. Figure out a way to back out of here without going over the edge there. This is tight. All right. We'll take a look down the Thames River right there. Down there is used to be Thermos. Now there's apartments. Thermos, I think it's apartments or condos or whatever, but you can see that haze. You can see the smoke. This isn't going to be one of my long hour-and-a-half drives. I'm just trying to grab some of this, grab a few wide panoramic views. It's almost 6 p.m. I'm going to just let's do Cedar. That'll give us a real wide view. To the right, you can see the city, downtown Norwich. The Norwich Police Station to my right. Oh, it is a good view of the smoke. See that sky up there? Well, there it is. I'm thinking Cedar is going to give us a real good view. It's going to give us a real super wide panoramic view of the Norwich harbor area. It looks all the way down to, the Thames River down towards that Thermos, former Thermos factory, now condominiums or whatever, apartments, condominiums. So we're going to be able to get as panoramic as we can get, if I can get up to the top of Cedar. These lights can be quite lengthy. All right, let me think this out through here. If I go up, I'm trying to think the best way to get onto. Let me go up Church. Yeah, I'm going to go up Church Street. And then that's how I'm going to access Cedar, I think. While I wait in traffic here a little bit. I probably should get onto the marina real quick, get a ground level view. I'll get a top view up at Cedar, off of Cedar Street. And then I'll do ground level at the Howard T. Brown Memorial Park area. Okay, let's do this. Let's see if I know the roads pretty well. I drive them all the time, but I'm just thinking this Cedar, I just hope this street coming up here isn't one way. Let me see. No, it's two way. Good. All right, we're all set. This is straight up though, man. Oof. I mean, this is hardcore, this thing. I wouldn't want to have to get up there in an ice storm or something. Okay, I gotta make a wicked right here. Onto, I think, School Street. Yep, there's Cedar. Good. So I'm going to turn up on Cedar, and then I'm going to I'll take a left on Cedar. I'm going to have to get up here and turn around. Maybe I'll turn around on Happy Street. I love Happy Street. All right, as long as I turn around anywhere in this area, I'm golden because it'll point me right back. There's Happy Street. All right, maybe I can back down the road here. We'll get a view of that smoke. Corner of Happy and Cedar. Okay, we'll do this. There it is. Look at that haze. You can barely see Thermos. You can see it. See those little lights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights in the distance right next to each other. I don't want to take up the whole road here. Let me slow down. There's nobody behind me. There it is. There's as good a shot of the Canadian smoke as I can get. At least looking down. Okay, now work my way down to the marina. Try to squeeze in as much as I can on this short video. Schoolhouse Lane. I'm on School Street. I'm turning down another unbelievably steep hill. I mean, again, I'm lucky this isn't winter and there's snow or something. I'd be sliding down this thing. Okay, I'm going to go through downtown Norwich. Let's get a look. See if that haze is affecting the view of the City Hall up there, right there. I mean, haze is over everything. All you got to do is go outside and start breathing. You'll definitely get it. You'll get it right in your lungs. There's that mural that they painted last year or a couple of years ago. There's another mural coming up on our right. Right there, it's beautiful. Shannon Building in front of us. I've been through here a million times on my videos, but never with Canadian smoke all over the place. Wow. some of the Christmas lights. The city lights this little town up here in the winter around Christmas time with a bunch of really nice lights all over the city. Okay, I'm going to drive down to get this ground level Howard T. Brown Memorial Park area. Real quick sweep. I got a green light. Let's take advantage of this thing. As we take a little left, whoa, we got cars and vans and people all over the place. What's going on? I don't know. It's pretty crowded down here today. I gotta clear my throat from this all this smoke. Let's turn this thing around. Guys, get a load of that smoke out there. Anyways, there's your ground level view. Let it linger for not too long because I'm blocking a car, but we got a dog over there, a bunch of guys fishing. Anyways, there's somebody out there in a boat. A little, like a rowboat or something out there. Wow. All right, let me see if I can work my way out of here. There's one more view I should shoot for. Yeah, there's one more view I'm gonna try. It's kind of a panoramic. Right on red, let's take it. There's people walking around all over the place today in the smoke. It doesn't seem to be affecting them at all. It affects me. I mean, my voice, you can hear my, it's just, you get this kind of soreness or whatever. That's me. Not everybody's affected like that. But to the naked eye, that haze is really enveloping the city of Norwich right now. Now I'm able to record it because it's it's somewhat diffuse. If it was thicker, almost like a thick fog or whatever, I wouldn't be able to do anything because it would be like driving through, I mean, if you got fog like as thick as pea soup, I mean, my visuals are going to be nothing. I mean, it'll record maybe a foot in front of it, and that'll be there'll be nothing to see. So this is kind of, middle ground as far as your haze is concerned. Let's see. I think I have to take a left. Trying to figure out how to get up to the top of that insurance building. Whoa, I see drops of rain. If it starts raining at all, it's going to mess this camera up completely, so I'll have to close down the video instantly. But I mean, the camera's waterproof, but still, I don't want to get crazy in some big rainstorm. Hopefully the lens on the camera right now is not obstructed by droplets of rain. There was only a couple here and there on the windshield, very, very minimal. But I do want to get to the top of that. I have done this many times before. There's an insurance company, New London Mutual or something. I forget the name. It's probably a quarter of a mile from my location right now. But I want to try to get up there for my final panoramic view. I don't know if I'll make it my final. I'll just keep driving as I go. Well, maybe not. I'm hearing the rain starting to come down a little bit. If I abruptly close up shop, then that's just the way it's going to be. Man, oh man. That's one long light. All right, the rain is coming down. I'll upload this thing, even with obstructed rain views. I just want to get up. We're close. The guy getting out of work right there, the American ambulance. Here it is. Maybe we'll get lucky. I won't get any rain on this lens. That's one thing. You got a camera outside the vehicle, which I do. I really have no clue as to what that lens looks like. I should probably go out, get out of the car, and clean it off. All right. Yeah, we can get a nice wide view. Yeah, here we go. All right, here. There's a nice wide view of the city of Norwich with decent amount of haze from that smoke from Canada. Let me go out and wash that lens off. Oh yeah, you can smell it. It's got kind of a strange smell to it. I mean, it's traveled great distance. Clean off the lens. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore from this point on. It's definitely not raining at this very moment, but doesn't mean it can't start up again. Gotta clear my throat because of all that smoke out there. I don't know, visually my windshield is picking up a few drops here and there, so if I'm unlucky and one of them falls on the front of this camera, that could really negatively impact the video. I'm going to grab another scene up here overlooking the city. Right there. All right. Yeah, a real muted brown, visual, hazy, smoky effect. There's ambulances and sirens going off down there in the city right now. I don't know what's happening, but hopefully everything's okay. Okay, well, that concludes. I'll keep driving. If this rain, I'm going to have to gauge. It would be kind of cool to get in some more video, but if it's, again, the rain could just completely annihilate everything. I'm going to work my way back. If the rain picks up, I'm going to just, again, I think I mentioned it, abruptly close up shop. But right now, I think it might be okay. We'll see. I'm on High Street, Norwich, Connecticut right now. If I took a left, I'd be going down Summit Street. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go straight. Let me get out Mechanic Street. Nobody's bothered by this smoke. This guy's playing basketball out there, no problem. I mean, it might take a step or two off your game, I would think. But if you're sensitive to smoke, forget about it. It ain't good, I'll tell you right now. But if you're not, go out and enjoy yourself. I'll take a left. We'll get off Mechanic Street. We'll get on to West Main Street. I'll work my way back down to the highway. Catch some of that haze. One good thing about 395, you get some big, wide, panoramic views. I'm starting to lose my voice. Yoga. There's a place over here on my left, Get Bent. Yoga, spin. They got all kind of cool stuff. It's a fitness studio. Man, I gotta go left, and this guy's gotta go right. Like, which one does which? Thanks. That's a tricky spot back there. Yeah, once in a while I see droplets hitting. I mean, it's minimal, but if I get unlucky and it hits the lens, I know I'm repeating myself, folks. I'm sorry. There's a vehicle up ahead of me and the road stopped. I don't know. I think he's got a flat tire. So I drive down West Main Street. I want to hit some of that 395 going in the opposite direction. There's a wide view right there. See, the way in the distance there, you see what, I mean, you can barely make it out. A line of trees, but it's, you know, it's encompassed, engulfed in this Quebec Canadian smoke. All right, I don't have too far to go. Let's take a look. Yeah. Everything close up is crystal clear, but the distance, I don't know how many miles. I'm going to say 10 miles or whatever in front of me, that tree line up there. Probably 10 miles. Well, 5 to 10. Let's leave it at that. That's when that culmination, you know, when you put it all together and you know, pack it into a big distance that you're trying to say the visuals are, give the appearance or the effect of a thick haze, and it's rendered very evenly. It's not currently, anyways, it's not patchy. It's not like it's heavier in one area or the next. When I was coming down on 395 earlier, there was one kind of patch of heavier smoke. But as it appears right now, it's kind of evenly distributed. So maybe the wind seems to have died down some. Maybe that's affecting the way that it's kind of laid out there in front of us. Again, I apologize if there's any droplets obstructing our view right now. I don't know. I wiped off the lens a few minutes ago, but it's ever so slightly raining, and I mean barely. I mean, I got a big windshield here. I got maybe, 50 drops on the entire windshield. Okay, we're getting on to 395 north. Yeah, here comes some more rain, but hey, It is what it is. What it is. I want to get that final view. Once I get over the crest of the hill up here, down towards the Norwich town section. Go under this bridge right here, Weekes Hill Road Bridge. See some of that haze right there? Yeah, it's a little bit more patchy in this area. There's kind of a, I'll show you what I mean. I'm kind of entering right about almost right here. It gets a little thicker, but as we get right in the midst of it, I'm kind of in the midst of it right now. It's thicker than it was back there, but when you get in the middle of it, you can still see pretty well. All right, we're getting over the top of this hill. The rain all of a sudden stopped. That's good. You can see the haze in front of that bridge. But as we approach, it'll start to get crystal clear. 6:20 p.m. right now. All right, wow. Pointing in this direction, I am heading north on 395 going over the Cranberry Pond Road Bridge. The tree line in front of me is very hazy, and that's not all that far in the distance, so I might have to retract some of what I said earlier about this thing being evenly distributed. It seems to be thicker in some areas than not, because directly in front of me right now, that'd be heading up towards Lisbon, Jewett City, Griswold, Plainfield. It's a lot thicker. And that's probably not, that's a mile away, maybe, the tree line right there. If that. So that'll be our last glance. I feel like heading straight up, but I don't have the time. I mean, I really have to shut down here. As we get closer to that tree line, it starts to clear up a little bit, but there's your last look at the Canadian smoke coming from Quebec. Thanks for joining me on this spur-of-the-moment quick survey of Norwich. To just grab some video of this very rare, I just saw a couple of embers come down, of this very rare, to my knowledge, I've never heard of smoke from Canada coming down to this area. From the wildfires out in California, yes. Canada, no. But I'm just happy you came along. I'm glad I grabbed this video. Thanks for joining me, folks.